Welcome again everyone to Meds This, the Denker. I'm Gilly Gills here. You know, the elections have come and gone. The JLP has spanked the PNP like a Jamaica netball team, beating a little team like at the World Cup. Beaten to a pulp like Fraser versus Ali in Thriller in Manila. Thrashed like Barcelona versus Bayern Munich in the 2020 Champions League. You know, it has been an embarrassing defeat for the PNP. So, but the question now is, what now PNP? What now? What are they going to do now? So you meant this. Barcelona built a football team around Lionel Messi. A very skillful footballer. Everybody knows this. You know, a great footballer. Well, a good footballer who has achieved a lot of success playing for Barcelona. And we all know about this. Now, but Messi is getting old. And his team around him is getting old. And what are they doing? They're selling off the players, they're getting rid of them, and they're rebuilding. Now, like Barcelona, it's the same with the PNP. They have reached a stage now where their champion, who has left the party already, is no longer there, and so now they need to rebuild. So what does the PNP really need to do at this time? In this video, I'm going to give you 5 things I think the PNP need to do to wheel and come again. So number 1, the PNP need to elect a leader with vision. Somebody who's going to propel them in the future and strengthen their position at this time as opposition. So that's the first thing they need to do. They need to get a leader who can push them forward. Because right now, that is lacking in the party. The second thing they need to do is that they need to get rid of the dead wood. There are people in the party who are not progressing the party and not pushing the party forward. They need to get rid of these people because they're like wolves in sheep's clothing. Now, in my opinion, the third thing they really need to do is that they need to retire the geriatric candidates and replace these people with young, hungry talent. With 21st vision, you know, people who are hungry to win, people who are hungry to serve the party, and not just serve the party, but serve the country as well. You know what I mean? And so these people who are geriatric candidates, they should be retired to a position of consultancy. You know, they do consultation, they're guiding from a place of comfort. The fourth thing, I believe they need to come up with viable, sustainable plans. Plans for crime, plans for the economy, plans for the manufacturing sector, plans for the IT sector. They have to come up with viable plans, things which are sustainable, not these subsistent plans that they come up with to win voters for an election. That's not going to work. They must come up with plans which are going to propel the country into the future, make people stop and look and say, you know, these plans are really good plans. And so we really need to take a look at the PNP and what they're doing. They really need to revise the plans that they have for the country. Now, my final point, and it might seem like a cliche point, it might seem like something which is archaic, but it's needed. The PNP need to unite. Of late, there have been too much crab in a barrel mentality in the PNP. Too many people want to be leader. Too many people want to be at the top of the food chain, the apex predator, so to speak. You know what I mean? But what they need to do is they need to unite. Sometimes you just have to choose the person who's good at winning to lead the party, necessarily. And I'm not saying that's what they should do in this case, but what they really need to do is they must unite, and unite in terms of their goals, unite in terms of their ideals, unite in terms of the way forward. If they don't do this, then they're definitely going to be losing the next election, unless the JLP fails colossally. They're not going to be winning. So they must unite. Now finally, Meds This. Why am I talking about the PNP? It's not necessarily because I'm a PNP supporter, and I'm not saying that I am or I'm not. I'm just saying PNP is important. The PNP is important because the country needs an opposition. The governing party needs someone there to do the checks and balances for the people of the country. And this is the position that the PNP is in currently. And therefore, we need an opposition that is not a PNP opposition in our dialect, in our tongue. but a strong opposition. Someone that can have a good voice. Currently, the voice, so to speak, of the PNP is very low because of the numbers that they have. But I'm just saying, in order for them to do well in the next election, in order for them to be a good opposition and a good batsman, so to speak, for the people, they have to think about the position that they're in and assess themselves and come back, wheel and come again, because right now they're in shambles. So anyway, this is just my take on what the PNP needs to do. Leave your comments, like, share, subscribe to my channel, Meds This the Denka. Remember, for war, one side is necessary, but for peace, you need two. Until next time.